Hello, good morning dear students. Greetings of the day. So we have already started in standard 6 subject social study, chapter number 1 in geography, the earth and the solar system. The earth and the solar system. So yesterday we have discussed about the definition of the universe. Just have a look on page number 104, and it is there. All objects like stars, planets, satellites, comets, asteroids, meteors in the sky are called celestial or heavenly bodies, are known as, these are the collection of all the stars, comets or asteroids, satellites that have the different planets. Okay. So collectively, these all are collectively known as the universe. Afterwards, we have discussed about the stars, the Milky Way and Earth, and the 8 planets and the Sun are the part of the Milky Way, Akash Ganga. Okay. So afterwards, we have discussed about stars. Stars are huge heavenly bodies made up of different gases and hot gases. Okay, so they emit their own heat. Yesterday I have given example about the sun. They emit their own heat, their own light, like the sun. And other stars, other big stars are there in the other Milky Way, in the galaxies, in the whole universe. But we are only refer to the sun. Why? Because we are getting energy, we are getting light from the sun. That's why we are very used to of it. So some of the stars are very far from the earth, so it will be visible, it will be twinkling at night, only visible at night. Okay, during the day, it will be not visible because they are very far from the earth. The distance between the other stars, it's very far, and that's why it is not visible during the day, but it will be visible during the night. It will be twinkling on the sky if you are observing. Okay, it is twinkling every night. Okay, so sun is also a star, the biggest star of our Milky Way, of our galaxy. And so we can see it because it is close, very near, but not very near, my dear students. Okay, the another star, it is the Proxima Centauri. It is like the sun. Okay, that Proxima Centauri, the distance is approximately 4.25 light years. 4.25 light years. Light years. You cannot measure. The parameters are different to measure the perfect distance between the stars and the different planets, like the earth and the sun. What is the difference? You cannot measure in the kilometers, but it will be in the light year. Okay, and afterwards I have discussed in that particular video about the different solar system, that I have explained about the earth and the sun and other planet in our solar family, in our solar system. The other planets are there. So in this particular lecture, that we are going to discuss on the different constellation. Okay, first we are going to discuss on the constellation. What does it mean? Constellations. Constellation. Constellations are there. So I am going to show that video, but first let's revise the definition. What does it mean? Constellation. When we watch the sky at night, we notice that different groups of stars from various patterns. The groups of the stars, different stars. If you are observing at the night, you will see that different stars like that way. Different stars, the group, so these are the group of the stars. Okay, group of the stars. Different, they are making some design They are making design like kite, like goat, like dog, some of the different trees. Okay. So these are making what design on the different planets. So constellation is nothing but constellation in the simple word. It is the group of the stars collectively known as the constellations. Okay. And forming different patterns. They are forming different patterns, my dear students. So, constellation, these groups of stars, these groups of stars, again on page number 105, 105. Stars forming different patterns, forming different patterns, are called constellation. Constellations. Different stars, once you are observing in the night, different group of the stars are there. So which are they, dear students? So that I am going to show in that upcoming video. Okay. The second thing, which are they? A group of 7 stars are called Saptarshi, group of the 7 stars. Which are the famous constellations that you can easily identify? The group of the 7 stars. First is 7 star. It is called the Saptarshi. Second one is a small bear or is one such constellation. It forms a part of Ursa Major or Great Bear. So they are the part of Ursa Major and Great Bear. Ursa Major and Great Bear. On page number 105. Okay. Scorpius, the Leo, Scorpius and Cygnus, the swan. Scorpius, Leo. These are the other constellations that you are can easily watch, observe during the night. Scorpius, then Leo, and Cygnus. So these are the other constellations. The group of these stars are there. Okay, constellation. It is the group of the stars. Next, on page number 105, the different pictures are there. Ursa Major locating the pole star. Scorpius, it is look like the Scorpio. Okay, that's why it is known as the Scorpius. Then Leo means lion in English. Leo, the group of the star, they make a pattern like the Scorpio, pattern like Leo. Leo means lion. Then W, okay, Cassiopeia, another W. Group, one star, second, the group of the different stars they are forming the different patterns on the sky. So these groups of the stars are known as constellations. I hope that you are getting what I am trying to explain about the constellations. Okay, so people use the stars to determine the direction. People use these stars for the direction. Different direction: north, west, east, west, north, south, east, west, everything. The brightest star in the north is the pole star. In 1 mark question, which is the brightest star? Okay. So it is the pole star. pole star. It is also known as the North Star. It is also known as the North Star. So the first two stars of the Saptarshi point to pole star. That I am going to explain how you identify the Saptarshi. The first two, okay? Saptarshi. The Saptarshi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So they are making the pattern. Okay, like this way. So they are making the patterns. So since these two stars are point to the pole star. It is situated in the north. Okay, these two stars pointing to the North Star. Here you can see it. Okay, pointing to the North Star. It is the pole star on the north side. Okay, it is also known, and that's why they are called as the pointer stars. We can easily locate the pole star with the help of this Saptarshi. With the help of this Saptarshi. Why it is known as the Saptarshi? Because it is the group of the 7 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And first two stars, okay, describe the location of the pole star, brightest star. It is the brightest star. Okay, pole star, north star. You can easily locate the pole star with the help of these two stars, and that's why they are known as the pointer stars. Pointer star point out to the north star, pole star. So yesterday we have discussed about the solar system. In our solar family, the 8 planets with their satellites and some other heavenly bodies like asteroids, meteors, comets from the solar system. The sun is the center of the solar system. Okay, sun is the center of the solar system. Once again I am going to show you about the sun. Different planets are there. Okay, so you will easily locate. I am going to draw it over here, so you will understand what I am going to explain, what we have discussed yesterday. Okay, this is the sun. Okay, this is the sun, and first in the solar family we have first planet is Mercury. Second is Venus. The third is our own planet Earth. Then afterward Mars. Okay, Mars. Then afterwards Jupiter. Then Saturn. After Jupiter we have Saturn. Then Uranus and Neptune. And last one is Neptune. Sun. Then first one is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. And this is our solar family. In the solar family we have Sun, then 8 planets, then in between Mars and Jupiter we have the asteroids, different satellites. Okay, we have one satellite, it's called Moon, but the other satellites are there. Okay, so that we have to discuss, we have to understand. Okay, so yesterday I have given information about the Sun. Sun is the largest member of the solar system, largest member, and it is situated in the Milky Way galaxy. So Sun is the largest member of the solar system. All the planets, satellites, asteroids, then comets revolve around it, all around the Sun, revolve around the Sun. All the different planets revolve around the Sun. Sun, it is in the center, then different planets revolves around the Sun. So you have to understand it very properly. Just imagine, this is the Sun and the different planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These all are continuous revolving around the Sun. I hope that you are getting. So it is about 150 million kilometers away from the Earth. What is the difference? And what is the distance between the Earth and the Sun? So it is about 150 million kilometer distance. What is the distance between Sun and Earth? You have to just underline it. You have to just note it down. Okay? So the distance between Earth and Sun is around 150 million kilometer. Okay, so it produces a lot of heat and light which is necessary for all forms of the life on the Earth. Just suppose if there would be no light during the day, what would be the situation? Have you imagined what would be the situation? We cannot imagine without the Sun. We are getting vitamin D from the Sun. All the living organisms like we, the human beings, natural things, forest, then streams, water, trees, plantation, vegetables, birds, wildlife, domestic animals, all the living organisms, small to big, small insects, from the big wild animals like blue whale, the lion, all are depending on the Sun. All are getting energy from the Sun. So that's why Sun is the main center of all the living organisms like insects, forests, plants, vegetables, human beings, everything. Okay? So the surface temperature of the Sun is about 6,000 degrees Celsius. One more information about the Sun that I am going to give you about the Sun. So, what is the temperature of the Sun? 6,000, just imagine. 6,000 degrees Celsius. Just imagine, right now summer season is going on and the average temperature is around 40 to 45 degrees during the day, during the noon time. So what will be the situation? 6,000 degrees Celsius. Right now it is 42 degrees Celsius. the surface of the earth right now in around area 40 in between 45. Just imagine it is the 6,000 on the surface of the sun. What would be the situation? So the sun is also made up of these hot gases, and the gravitational force, like we have, whatever we are throwing on the sky, it will come back. Okay? So the same thing, the gravitational force is there on the surface, keeps all the member of the solar system together. And because of the high gravitational force, all the other planets, they keep together with proper distance. Because of the gravitational force of the earth, all the other planets, they keep together in proper distance because of the gravitational forces from the sun. All the planets and the satellites shine because they reflect sunlight. All the planets, suppose I am checking Earth. So we have one satellite, its name is Moon. So Moon does not have their own light, they does not produce, but Moon shines because of the sun, because of the sun rays. And all the other different planets, same thing. They are not producing their own light. They are not producing the heat. They are reflecting because of the sunlight. Because of the sunlight, all the different satellites of the different planets, they are shining. Okay? So that we have to do it. Okay, so now again another main topic now that I am going to discuss it with you about the planets, which are the I am going to explain about the different planets of our solar family, our solar system, like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Asteroids will be there, different satellites will be there. So I have prepared one video for you. So upcoming video will help you to understand, to get the perfect concept of the different planets, different satellites of the different planets. You will get a perfect idea what we are going to discuss. Okay? And afterwards I will give you the exercise. Okay? And you have to write it down in your SS notebook and send it to me. Okay? So now please watch this video and get the concept of the different planets, satellites, asteroids. So these are the objects which are there present in our solar family. Not only the planets, but the different satellites of the planet, asteroids will be there, then comets, okay, will be there. So that I am going to explain through this video. Now please watch this video very carefully and get the idea what I am going to discuss with you. Please do watch this video now. Thank you. Okay, once again, before moving further, there is one activity that you have to do it. You have to write down in your SS notebook multiple choice question, quick revision. Tick correct option. The stars, planets, satellites and asteroids are known as a celestial, heavenly or both of these. The right answer is both of these. Second, the distance between stars and galaxies are measured in, first is kilometer, second years or light years. The right answer is light years. Okay. Second activity on page number 106, same multiple choice question. First, the brightest star in the north is the right answer is pole star. Second, the largest member of the solar system is A. Mercury, B. Jupiter and C. Sun. So Sun is the largest member of our solar system. So once again, dear students, that we have discussed on the board, that I have just explained about the constellation. So on your screen right now you are able to see the different group of the stars: Ursa Major, Lynx, Camelopardalis, Ursa Minor, Draco, Cuplus, Cassiopeia, Lyra, Vega, North. Okay, so during the night you can easily see it. Okay, so constellation, so these groups are star forming different patterns. Okay, now I am going to again uh, give you the information. You can see it here, Ursa Minor. Just see Ursa Minor, how they are forming. Ursa Minor, it is there. Then Ursa Major, group of the stars, different. Then Camelopardalis, okay, you can see it here. Next one, it is Lynx, how they are making the different patterns. You can see it, different patterns. Ursa Minor, everything, you can see it on your screen. Okay, then next one is, you can hear Capheus. Capheus, it is there. Then Cassiopeia, just look like it is W, you can see it, W here, Cassiopeia. Okay, so these all are the different stars, group of the stars are there. Okay, can easily do it with your own self. Group of the different stars. Again, I am going to give you another information. During the night, you can see it. Different groups of the stars are here. Okay, just see it here. One group of the stars, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just see how the different groups making the different group of these stars making the different patterns. WM, Leo, then Lynx. Different patterns that they are forming together. Just see one by one. So these kind of groups are in big number in our sky. Just see once again. Group of the different stars. Just look. This is just for your example, but there are millions of group constellations. So these all are known as the constellations. Constellation is nothing but the group of the different stars, and they are making different patterns. They are making different patterns. Just look here, small groups, big groups, they are forming pattern like lion, tiger, then house also, the different patterns, alphabets they are forming. So in this way you can easily identify the different constellation during the night. It is there. Okay, you can easily identify it. Next one, okay, the which are the major. Here once again you can see it. Group of 7 stars called the Saptarshi. Okay, it is called the Ursa Major, Great Bear constellation. Some other constellation are Ursa Minor, Scorpius. So in the olden times we were using this group of the different stars. You can see it, different stars. Okay, to identify the directions, north, south, west, east, etc. So that we are using this group of the stars. We can easily use this constellation to identify the different directions. Okay, so is that we have discussed, dear students. So yesterday, my dear students, I have given you information about the sun, then the earth. The sun is the largest member of our solar family, largest of our solar family, and the other planets that we have discussed. Okay, and some more information that I am going to give you is that, okay, about the earth. So dear students, earth, I have already, the earth is our planet. The earth is the fifth largest planet in the solar system, and it is the third planet from the sun that I have given you example, okay, from the sun. And it is the only planet in the solar system that supports life, everything, living organism. It is in the ocean, it is in the landforms, forest, birds, wildlife, humans, insects, small insects, everything it is available, everything it is totally depend on the sun, and all are there present in this earth. Okay, so only planet in the solar system that supports life, only life that you will find only on the earth. You can see how beautiful our earth is. The earth is the habitat of many animals and plants. It is a unique planet in many ways. Among all the planet, it is the most suitable distance from the sun. Most suitable distance, proper distance, it is there. Okay, you have seen that Mercury, Venus, and after Earth it is there. So proper distance. So due to this appropriate distance, it has moderate temperature, average temperature during the summer season as well as monsoon and winter also. So it has moderate temperature that makes life possible. The presence of water on the earth also support life. Presence of the water, you can see how big, 72% the area that covered only for the water. Here you can see it, the water that supports life, that blue planet. Okay, when seen from the outer space, the present peak that on your screen right now, it is taken from the outer space, taken from the satellite, human made satellite like ISS, International Space Stations, from the other satellites that sent by the different countries. So when seen from the outer space, the earth looks blue. You can see how beautiful our earth is. It looks blue. It is due to the presence of water. You can see that it is because of the presence of water. Here you can once again see the presence of the water, and that is why therefore the earth is also known as the watery planet. Watery planet, you can see, or the blue planet. Watery planet or the blue planet. Another unique feature is that due to the temperature with the earth experience, different temperature will be there during the different seasons. So water is available in three forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, liquid, and gas. Hydrogen is the gas. Then water, it is in the liquid form, and the ice, it is in the solid form. So water is available in these three form: solid, second one is liquid, and the third one is gas. Okay, the earth is surrounded by a blanket of air called atmosphere. It has gases like oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. These gases are necessary for life. The air on the earth is rich in oxygen. This is necessary for survival. The atmosphere protects us from the harmful ultraviolet radiation coming from the sun. So outside, I am going to show. Okay. Here, this is the outside area of the earth, outside area, and it is covered with the different gases. Outside area, outside, these all are the outside area. Okay, and it is totally covered with the different gases. These areas, all areas covered, you can see all area. Okay, this area also, and these areas, this side, outer planet, outside of the earth, this area, totally this area outside of the atmosphere of the earth's surface here. So in this area there are different gases, different atmospheres are there, up to 800 kilometer. Okay, up to 800 kilometer from the surface to the 800 kilometer, all side the atmosphere of the earth, it is there. So in this atmosphere, dear students, what is there? Different layers of the atmosphere are there, surrounded by the blanket of air. It has gases like oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide, and these gases are necessary for life. The air on the earth is rich in oxygen. This is necessary for survival. And this atmosphere, which atmosphere? It is situated here, that protects us from the sun. Protect us from the sun. The ultraviolet rays are coming from the sun, and this atmosphere that protect us from this sun atmosphere, it is there. Okay, you can easily understand it. So sun, it keeps our planet warm and suitable for living beings. In ancient times, people thought the earth is flat, but it is not so. You can see that. In olden time, in the ancient time, in very old time, people believe that the earth is flat, straight, but it is not that. After the lots of research, astronauts who saw the earth from the space. Astronauts, those who have gone on the satellite, on the outer space, they have described that, and they have found out the earth is round. Just see that earth is round, but it is not a perfect circle. It is the bulging at the equator and the flatten at the poles. Bulging here, bulging from the equator, bulging from the equator here, and slight flatten from the both poles, slight flatten here, slight flatten from here, from south pole and the north pole, and this is the south pole. Slightly flat, straight from these both poles. This is called the north pole, this is called the south pole. And from the equator, it is the equator, it is bulk. Okay, so you can easily understand the perfect size of the earth. So this is a result of the rotation of the earth on its axis. Okay, so that we have discussed, dear students. So I have been discussing with you about the different our planets, especially the earth. Okay, now we are going to move the other planets of our solar family. Which are they? So let's discuss about the other planets of the earth. So let's start, dear students, our solar system, solar family. Yesterday I have given you information about the sun, about the temperature 6000 degrees Celsius. Okay, 6000 degrees Celsius. Then other solar system, we have the asteroids belts. It is here. I am going to show here, students. Asteroids belts. You can see asteroids belts here in between Mars and the Jupiter. These all are the asteroids. Small. This is the comet. It is also the part of our solar system, or a part of the solar system. So the Sun, then the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, this kind of asteroids, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Comets also are there. Comets, different kinds of comets are there. Here you can see it. So these are all included in our solar family. Okay, let's move further now. Just see, asteroids belts also there. How they are revolving. Okay, asteroids belts, you can see here, these all asteroids belts are there in our solar family. The Sun, and because of the gravitational force, that all the planets they keep together in a proper pattern. They have their own orbit. Comets, here it is there, comets, different stars are here, and comets it is also here, you can see it. Okay, the Mercury, the Earth, Sun, Jupiter, Uranus, Venus, Mars, so then Saturn, Neptune. Okay, let's move further now. Same thing, different planets, Sun. Okay, this is another image of our solar system. Asteroids belts is there, you can see it clearly. Okay, then another peak of the different planets of our solar system. So first, other planets. First, let's discuss about the Mercury. On your screen, Mercury, how good it is, how beautiful it is. Just see. So it is the closest planet to the Sun. It has no moon. During the day, the temperature of Mercury is 427 degrees Celsius. During the daytime, dear students, the temperature is around 427 degrees Celsius. Right now on the earth, we have 42 degrees. And when it is night, the temperature is minus 183. In some of the part of India, some of the part of the world, it reaches around minus 90, minus 50, minus 40, minus 30. In Jammu Kashmir, it has 10 degree, minus 10 degree, minus 20, minus 30. But in the Mercury, in this planet, it is around minus 183. Okay, 183. It takes 88 days to complete one revolution around the Sun. Okay, you can see it. Here I am going to explain in better way. Mercury is here, you can see. So Mercury, so it took how many days, dear students? It took 88 days to complete revolution around the Sun. 88 days to complete. Okay, 88 days to complete one revolution around the Sun. Next, so it named it named after the mythical Roman god Mercury. There is one Roman god. Its name was Mercury, and from that the word Mercury derived. Okay. Second is Venus. Where it is Venus? It is here, my dear students. You can see it, Venus. Okay, so I am going to give you information about the Venus first of all. So it is the brightest and hottest planet of this solar system. Brightest and very hot planet of the solar system, and it is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Love and beauty, Venus. Okay. So it is the second planet from this sun. You can say it. First one is Mercury. Mercury is the first. Second one is Venus. Second one is Venus. You can see. So its size is nearly equal to that of the Earth. The size of the Earth. You can see. Just describe. Just see observe the size of the Earth and the size of the Venus. It looks like the same size. Okay, therefore it is known as the Earth twin. It is look like the same twin in the shape, in the size, and that's why it is known as the twin. Like Mercury, it also has no moon, no other satellites that the Venus has. Okay. Now, further, let's move further. The third planet of our solar family is the Mars. Where it is situated? Yes, Mars, it is here. You can see Mars, the red moon. Mars. Okay? It is the planet next to the Earth in the solar family. It is very next, our neighbor. Okay? It is named after the Roman god of war. Venus is a goddess of beauty and love. Then Mars is the god of war. Okay. It is also known as the red planet. Why? You can see it, the red planet. Why it is known as the red planet? Why it is known as the red planet? You can clearly see it. Which is because of the presence of iron oxide on its surface that gave it reddish appearance. Reddish appearance in big. Okay, I am going to show you. Okay, just see, reddish. It is totally reddish because of on the surface you will have the presence of iron oxide. Presence of iron oxide on its surface that gives it a reddish appearance. Its rotation period is almost similar to the Earth. Again, solar system that I have solar system. Okay, just see, the rotation period is almost similar to the Earth. The Mars has two known moons, Phobos and Deimos. Okay, Mars have two satellites, two moons. It is first one is Phobos and the second one is Deimos. D-E-I-M-O-S. D-E-I-M-O-S. Okay. So that we have discussed about the solar system. The other planets are remain: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, then Neptune, the moon, the satellites, asteroids, that I am going to discuss with you in our next lecture, in our next YouTube video. I hope students that you are getting what we are discussing about right now, about the solar system, about Sun, Mercury, Earth, Venus, Mars, that we have completed. The next period we will move further. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye. God bless you all.